everyone. Welcome to the DIY paint page. I'm Susan with the Withered Barn in Idaho, and you are watching DIYing with the Withered Barn. I have a huge stash. I have to admit, I'm kind of a furniture hoarder. I buy it and get all excited about it, but then I start another project and I shove it aside and I lose motivation. Until I go back through my storage and I'm like, oh, I've got that. Oh, I've got that. And I get super excited. So please say hello when you come on. Whoops, I don't want to fall off my chair. Please say hello when you come on. Let me know where you're watching from. We have beautiful weather at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. The sun is shining, super white, vibrant clouds. The ground is wet and has that dewy cleanness to it. So beautiful right now. So in my storage, I had this drop leaf desk, or do you call it a drop down desk? Hi, Debbie. And I decided I wanted to make it, let me show you the color was. It's still dirty, but this is the color it was. Not appealing at all. So we're going to doodad it up. I put a base coat already of Salty Kiss DIY, and I did that this morning so you can see it dries really fast. Hi Linda, hi Susan. So it dries really fast. All I did was wipe it down with some simple green this morning, and I let it dry and I painted right over it because I didn't know if there was any grease or anything on it, and I didn't want to have to work that hard. So no sanding or anything, one coat. I still have a little more than a quarter of my paint left. So just that little small 8-ounce jar, and it's done the entire thing. So what I want to do is, let me see if I can swing this around. See this streakiness I got going on? It's not dry all the way, but I put Golden Ticket over the top, wet it down, and really just blended it in. And I want to get like a wood striation. So I'll probably go over this again with Golden Ticket, and that way it's going to look like a shimmery green. And I'm going to do the same thing all over it. And then we're going to apply this transfer to it. Look how pretty that's going to be. I'll just show you real quick before we get started. We'll probably do the transfer next Tuesday. But this is what I have left over from another project. I want to make sure I keep the backing on it right. So I am going to be placing it on there like that. So it'll look completely different without the white backing. Let me see if I can pull that off real quick. There we go. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that's going to be. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? So today we're going to get the Golden Ticket on there, get some really good striations going. I like the striations of your brush. And then, like I said, we'll wait for it to dry, and we'll come back and put the transfer on here. Make sure I got this good and protected. Out here on the farm, we get a lot of dust. Hi, Lori. Lori's my neighbor, guys. Pretty much. All right, let me set that aside. Actually, let me put it back in the tube. Let's protect that. So this is going to be so pretty. I painted straight over the hardware. I like the hardware. It's chunky. It's big. The only one that I have a problem with is this one. I've got to get a screw to fit in this one. It was missing. So I painted right over it. I may play around with the white wax on top of my golden ticket, but I'm not sure yet. I do have this piece that I got at an auction. They threw it in. Whoops, let me hold it down. This piece. I'm actually going to be mounting this to the back. Can you guys see that? I love it. So it's going to have this vintagey green from Salty Kiss and some golden ticket. So let's get started with our golden ticket. I'm going to pour a little bit on my plate. And I'm actually going to water my golden ticket down. Where's my spray bottle? Right here. So I'm going to water my golden ticket down a little bit. Let me get a paper towel ready just in case I drip. Okay. Some golden ticket, watered down. I'm gonna start on the top real quick. Let's get that going. And that way I can pull it down the side. And I'm using the DIY paint blending brush. Hi, Danny. Okay. Which gives me a wider stroke, and it just makes the project go a lot quicker. Okay, I'm gonna wet it down some more because I really want this golden ticket loose, really loose. And you'll see what I mean when I get across the front here. Okay, I'm wiping it off, which is why I wanted it wet. I don't want it to take off the paint. Okay. I know part of me is cut off here. Sorry. Phone went off. Okay. So now you're going to see what I'm talking about when I say wet it. I thin it down and I'm going to wipe it back. Let me do this side. Right there. And just rubbing my golden ticket on here. And I'm just kind of wiping some of it back. A little more water. I got a toothpick right here. And I'm just blending it in. Okay, now we're going to move down the front so you guys can see a lot better. There we go. I've got my golden ticket watered down. I get distracted when I'm painting in the front room because cars go by and I see the reflection out of the corner of my eye. I'm easily sidetracked. Hello, Linda. With the paint reactivating. Yes, I do. I usually just go with the flow. If it reactivates and pulls off in a section I don't want it to do that, I just get a little more of my paint, put it on, and I'll let it dry. And the trick is don't push so hard with your brush so that you're not pulling and dragging the paint back off. Just do it lightly and stop. So I've got way too much color there. I'm going to squirt it down and we're going to blend it off. So once it feels sticky or tacky, like it's pulling, that's when I stop. I want it even less. And the golden ticket, because it's a metallic, does dry a little quicker. So So you got it. I gotta get more golden ticket on my plate. Hold on. Okay, water that down again. Oops, dripping. Okay. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing today? Have you ever made your own glaze? Yes, I have. I do that all the time. I use the clear liquid patina or the dark patina and mix in colors to kind of create a custom colored glaze. I've done it with the waxes as well. Grab my brush. See how it's a little bit too gold right there? I like the variation. Like I keep mentioning, I like the brush striations in there. I love it. Okay, just blended that back in so it's not so bright. Grab a little more golden tickets. And I'm using Viva paper towels. You could use a cheesecloth. Anything that doesn't leave a fuzz works great. I'm addicted to the Viva paper towels because it's just like a cloth. Okay, got a little too much in the middle again. I'm just gonna feather it with my brush. And I'm turning it sideways, if you guys noticed, so that I can control the area, so I'm not pulling off from the areas that have the right amount. So I just turn my brush sideways. I like that. That looks pretty good. A little bit too much right there still. I'll do a little squirt and blend. There. I'm not too worried if my blending isn't exactly right because I'm putting that transfer over the top. And so some's gonna pop more than other spots, and that's exactly what I want. Lynn, do you measure any particular amount, or do you just go with what you think looks good? I just go with, not necessarily every time what I think looks good. Sometimes I just have to say, it is what it is. That's what the piece is screaming for. Like if a spot, to me, isn't lifting off enough golden ticket or the color isn't coming quite right, I just go with the flow. That was my hardest lesson when I started painting, learning to go with the flow. So let me back this up. I'm afraid it's gonna fall off the wheels. Oh. So I got my towel ready because it's a little trickier around your hardware. And I'm gonna mist it and then just go to town. See, there's my screw missing. Put that in there. Oh, I may have to go with it and move it later. With this Salted Kiss, with this golden ticket done this way, watered down, it's so pretty. No. Let's see if I can get that up there now. There we go. That's gonna be the death of me. There we go. Flip that back down. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. It was sticking in there for me and now it doesn't want to. More golden ticket. I'm gonna just keep going. Let me spread this one a little more. I'm going to show you too. When I've got my golden ticket, I don't wipe it. I dip it this way. So I just get the smallest amount on there and work with it around my hardware. And if you guys have questions or comments or anything and I don't see it, hi Cheryl, hi Connie. I will go back through after we're done and I'll answer all the questions. If I don't know an answer, I'll find one for you. We've got a great, amazing group of DIY ladies. You don't like that right there, so we're going to blend it out. There we go. I may have to put some tape on this just so it stays. Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to paint with my back to you guys. I don't like it at all. And I'm not using this as a sealant, so I'm not worried if I miss any spots because I'll be going back over it, like I said, I think with white wax is what I'm going to do. I'm cut off, huh? Let me scoot you down a little bit. There we go. Okay, let me do a little more golden ticket. A little more water in my plate. And let me get down here and get my paper towel just in case I need it. Just remember that image, the IOD transfer. I did have a huge gouge on the very top, so I used my DIY paint, kind of let it dry, puttied it in there, and put a little bit of DIY Big Top over the top to fill it in. Whoop, to fill it in there, and it worked great. If it was bigger, though, I would have probably went with an embossing medium that I use. I'm really loving this green and gold. And the hardware looks so good. to go. I think I'm going to start on the bottom. I'm so excited to put this right here. You guys, what is the name? It always skips my brain. So this was on the back of a antique dresser. What are these called? There's a name for them. I can't wait to put that on here. And I do paint my little edges, anything that you can see from an angle, I will paint it. Have I mentioned how much I love this brush? I love the way it fits in my hand. It doesn't cramp up right here in my thumb. And I love how quick DIY paint dries. I love it. Like I mentioned, I'm one that I lose my motivation very quickly. So if I gotta wait my 24 hours and before I put another coat on or anything like that, I'm off in another world by the time that's ready. What do you guys think so far? This may be, no, it's not going to be dry enough to put the transfer on. But we'll at least get through the front for today's live. And so we'll probably put the transfer on and wax during the next live. I'm always on Tuesdays, same time. And if you guys would, I'd appreciate the hearts and the shares, like the DIY paint page. You can head over to my page, the Withered Barn. That would be awesome. Oh, it looks so good. Okay. It's almost like a petite look. I don't know if it translates to that on the screen, but that's what it looks like from here. Okay, I think that looks good. Put this up here. Let me give it a quick one over to my side. There we go. There, what do you guys think? So I'm gonna let this dry. I really like it. There's the striations I told you I like. I love it. For some reason, when I see pieces that are painted and you can see the striations and you can see the depth of creativity, I really love that. All right, guys. We're gonna let that dry. Actually, let me wipe those two down just a little bit. We're gonna let it dry, and then I will be back next Tuesday, same time, DIY paint page. So please join me. We'll be adding that portion of the Wander transfer and doing our white wax and finishing this beautiful babe up. All right? You guys have a great day. Bye.